fellow wafflers, back again with the second question. I hope this is helpful as well. So it's when you buy a new reel, some of the reels on the spool, and it's got no line on it, will have a little rubber ring which makes tying your arbor knot onto the spool of the reel for the first time a lot easier, so you don't get slippage. What I do is, if the reel doesn't have that, is I put a single ring of insulation tape around the spool where the line goes, and then I tie the knot on. There's a small, very small secret to tying that line onto the spool so that your whole spool doesn't twist, because often happens is, because the spool's so polished, your entire pile of braid will turn on the spool when you're under a lot of pressure with a big fish. So once again, I'm going to use this thicker braid. Here's another little tip for you guys, keeping your line under control. Put a cable tie very loose over your line, drill a small or melt a small little hole. You pull your line through that hole and it doesn't just unravel. You've got to actually push down on the cable tie, and when you pull, you can get line off. Helpful tip. So what I'd use is, I don't fish figure of 8 knots. I generally only fish a uni knot. So there's my line, make a loop where the two lines meet here. I make a single ring holding the main line in place, and then I go through that ring twice, once, twice, and because I'm doing an arbor knot, I'm going to go 3 times because it needs to be rock solid. Pull that nice and tight and snip it off. You guys notice how with 250-pound braid my scissors is like super sharp. And there's the next little tip on this video. Find a glass bottle. Here's a bottle I carry a whole bunch of crap in, and just don't push too hard, but basically like you kind of cut the bottle. Fishing scissors get dull very quickly, and it'll have them razor sharp for a couple of months. Alright, so we're going to take that spool. What you want to remember is which way your spool turns. Now this is important with putting your knot on, and I'll tell you why now. So we're going to open that bail arm up. We've got that loop that we tied with that uni knot. So the bail arm is turning this way around on this reel. So when I put this loop on and I pull in that same direction, if it tightens up, you see my loop is getting smaller, then I've got it on the right direction. If I turn this upside down and put it on and I pull that way, the loop doesn't tighten up. So what you want is, as you're reeling that braid on, you want that knot to naturally tighten up. Then you're going to pull that knot till it's all the way. I'm not going to do it now because I don't want to hurt my big girl. And you're going to pull that knot right up against it. So as your spool turns, the first few turns, it's actually tightening the knot as well, because braid needs to be put onto a reel with maximum tension. That's why most people recommend that you get it done by the tackle store. They've got those winding machines that put the braid on it, max pressure. But yeah, that's how I do it. Let me know if that was helpful. It would have been better if I had an empty spool, but I don't. So yeah, let me know.